Hello everyone, welcome to Stoic Wisdom today. Have you ever walked away from a conversation thinking, I should have said something, only to later feel grateful that you didn't? Sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. In a world that encourages noise, attention, and constant reaction, silence becomes your shield, your strength, your peace. Today we'll explore 7 moments when silence isn't weakness, but wisdom. Moments when walking away, staying quiet, and letting karma take over is the most stoic thing you can do. Let's begin. Part 1. When they play the victim. Some people twist the truth to gain sympathy. They lie, manipulate, and then act hurt when you defend yourself. This is what happened to Rachel, a kind co-worker who got blamed for things she didn't do. At first, she tried to explain, to clear her name, but the more she spoke, the worse it got. So one day, she chose silence. She stopped defending, she stopped feeding the drama, she let time and truth reveal everything. Eventually, her manipulator exposed themselves without a single word from Rachel. Stoic lesson: you don't owe anyone a reaction. When someone weaponizes victimhood, silence isn't avoidance, it's a refusal to be controlled. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Stay silent. Let karma do what your words never could. But when he stopped trying. Part 2. When they ignore your worth. Jake was always the one reaching out. He texted first, made plans, remembered birthdays. But when his silence filled the space, and that silence revealed everything. Some people didn't even notice. Others noticed, but didn't care. That's when Jake realized. He wasn't losing them, he was losing the illusion that they cared. Silence shows you who's real. You don't have to beg for attention. If your presence doesn't matter, let your absence do the talking. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You don't need to argue for your worth. Those who see you, feel you, and value you will show up. And those who don't, let them go. In silence. Part 3. When they try to provoke you. Adam had a co-worker who loved pushing buttons. Passive-aggressive comments, sarcastic digs, fake compliments. At first, Adam fired back. Then he tried explaining, but none of it worked. In fact, it made things worse. So he tried something radical. Silence. He smiled. He said nothing. He stayed calm. And suddenly the power shifted. When you stop reacting, you stop giving them control. This is what Stoics mean by emotional discipline. You don't ignore your feelings. You just don't hand them over to others. Aurelius reminds us, you always own the option of having no opinion. Silence isn't weakness. It's choosing your battles. And sometimes the battle is to stay above the noise. Don't feed the fire. Let your stillness unsettle the storm. Part 4. When they regret losing you. Olivia was in a relationship that drained her. Constant criticism, insecurity, blame. She finally walked away, not with anger but with silence. No dramatic speech, no final message, just gone. Months later he came back, regretful, saying he'd changed. But Olivia didn't respond, because her silence had already spoken. Sometimes your absence is the closure. When people lose you and only then realize your value, you don't owe them a return. You owe yourself peace. Stoicism teaches us not to act out of guilt or loneliness, but out of virtue, out of self-respect. Olivia's silence wasn't cold, it was clear, and it allowed her to heal, move forward, and never look back. Let karma whisper the truth while you walk on quietly, confidently. Part 5, when you're being blamed. Soar. Blame loves a quiet room, but silence, when chosen, can be louder than any defense. Rachel again was blamed at work for mistakes she didn't make, but this time she didn't argue. She let her actions speak, and let the accuser speak too, until they slipped. Eventually, even the boss saw the pattern. The blamer was demoted. Rachel, quiet, composed, still standing. Stoic wisdom? You don't have to correct every false word. You don't have to chase every misunderstanding. Because truth has a strange habit of surfacing, especially when you're not trying to force it. As Seneca said, time discovers truth. Let your silence be the space where truth grows strong. Part 6, when you want to keep your dignity. We've all been in that argument. The one where your heart's pounding and your mouth wants to win. But sometimes the real victory is restraint. Silence isn't losing. It's choosing not to escalate. It's keeping your dignity while others lose theirs. A Stoic doesn't respond just to be right. They respond when it's useful. And sometimes the most useful thing is to say nothing at all. Remember, the moment may pass, but your words can linger far longer than you intended. Silence gives you space to breathe, to think, to choose a response worthy of your values, not your anger. Hold that space. It's sacred. Part 7, when they come back with excuses. Sophia's ex walked away when she needed him most. Now, months later, he was back, apologetic, nostalgic, saying all the right things. She listened, but she didn't respond. No reply, no block, just silence. Because sometimes when people return, it's not about love, it's about convenience. They don't miss you. They miss how easy it was. Sophia knew, words are cheap, patterns aren't, and she didn't need closure. She had clarity. The Stoic doesn't seek revenge. They seek inner alignment. They don't respond out of emotion, but out of reason. And silence in that moment was her clearest truth. Let karma explain what you no longer have to. Conclusion: the Stoic power of silence. In a noisy world, silence feels radical, but the Stoics understood. You don't need to prove, explain, defend, or convince. You just need to know your truth and protect your peace. Silence is not emptiness. It's full of strength. It says, I've chosen stillness over chaos, purpose over pride. There will always be people who test you, but your response is your power. And sometimes your silence is your response. Let karma do what noise cannot. Let your calm speak for itself. And let your silence shape a life rooted in clarity, not chaos. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." In silence we return to ourselves. In silence we remember what truly matters. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Stoic Wisdom today for more timeless insight. Until next time, stay calm, stay clear, and stay stoic.